I'd heard that something intriguing had sprung up on the edges of this tropical crane forest. The Ibn Battuta shopping mall.
It's like Pasolini's 1001 Nights when you walk through a door and you're suddenly in Persia. Totally bizarre. I don't know where I am. At least it couldn't get any weirder.
Salam alaikum, Mr. Smith.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Welcome to the Ibn
Man
Battuta.
anta. Who are you?
I'm Ibn Battuta. Welcome to my mall.
Hang on. You are he.
Yes, I'm here.
You are the man.
You have found me.
Ibn Battuta offered to take me on a tour of his mall.
Almost.
And who are these lovely ladies?
These two lovely ladies are going to be assisting us on our journey.
Are they wives, concubines?
I'll leave that up to your imagination. Please, have a sit.
Thank you. This is getting more and more bizarre. What is the Ibn Battuta Mall?
Basically, it's a shopping destination where we celebrate Ibn Battuta, the traveller, through 6 different countries, where we take people on a journey through the 6 different countries in the themed environments of the 14th century. So here's this exhibit about Ibn Battuta, his life, his travels, the people he saw, the adventures he had.
I love their expressions.
Take a look in here.
Oh, wow.
We have a wonderful virtual library where people can learn all about the golden age of Islam.
الاختراعات والاكتشافات الإسلامية. Islamic geography and cartography.
And then our virtual librarian will go and fetch the book for us.
This is brilliant. Technology, interaction. As the Muslim empire spread from across the Middle East into vast stretches of Asia, Africa and Europe, its soldiers, sailors, merchants and adventurers journeyed further than ever before. Close. I love it. This place is about giving people a taste of Islam. I would say a pinch of Islam on a rather large meal of shopping. But that's what Dubai is all about. Ibn Battuta had a deeply bourgeois side to him. He loved money. He loved having it. He loved shopping. He loved robes and furs and gold dinars and that sort of thing. And that side of him would have absolutely adored this place. Now, this is getting the name of Ibn Battuta into small minds at a very early age. You know, people say, who's Ibn Battuta? Oh, he's the Arab Marco Polo. One day, they will say, who is Marco Polo? And they'll say, he's the Venetian Ibn Battuta.
I decided to travel to the Maldives, of which I had heard. These islands are one of the wonders of the world and number about 2,000 in all. Each 100 or so form a cluster resembling a ring. This ring has one entrance like a gateway, and only through this entrance can the ships reach the islands.
After the calamitous storm in Calicut, Ibn Battuta had scraped together a few dinars to pay his way to the Maldives. He was now travelling for travel's sake alone. His diplomatic mission to China lay at the bottom of the sea. The islands lay on the maritime Silk Route from India to China, so he made the journey from Calicut on a trading vessel. Nowadays, the Maldives are renowned for an entirely different trade.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Miro. Please leave your luggage. You may take your hand luggage with you. Please follow me.
Welcome to paradise.
Paradise is big business here, the trade that has eclipsed all others. I'm not sure Ibn Battuta would even recognize some of the islands as they are today.
The inhabitants of the Maldives are all of them Muslims, pious and upright. They are sound in belief and sincere in purpose. They keep to lawful foods and their prayers are answered.
But one aspect of modern Maldivian life might have been familiar to him.
Their womenfolk do not cover themselves. Most of them wear only one apron from navel to the ground, the rest of their bodies being uncovered. It is thus that they walk abroad.
Ibn Battuta's world seems to have disappeared here on this resort island, but I did find some tiny remnants washed up on the shore.
It's very pretty, isn't it? It's Cowrie. And, would you believe it, these were one of the main exports of the Maldives. Why?
The inhabitants of these islands use cowrie shells as money. They buy and sell with these at the rate of 400,000 for a gold dinar. These cowries are also used by the Africans in their lands.
When Ibn Battuta was in Timbuktu, he finds them being exchanged, 1,150 of them for a dinar. And the same sort of period they were getting to Scandinavia, going to the Far East as well. Now, I've been looking for these along the shoreline, but the Maldivians had a much more efficient way of collecting them, which was to put palm fronds into the sea. And for some reason, Cowries adore climbing up palm fronds, and they would pull out the fronds from time to time, scrape them off. There you had it, money growing on trees.
Of the 2,000 islands that make up the Maldives, about 200 of them are tourist resorts. But I wanted to find one of the islands Ibn Battuta lived on. I would have to leave my tourist paradise behind. I made for one of the islands inhabited only by Maldivians, who remain 100% Muslim and 100% clothed to this day.
Well, it's just like a usual Sunday afternoon in Skegness.
This is the island of Mulaku. When Ibn Battuta was here, he quickly joined in what seemed to be the national sport, marriage.
It is easy to get married in these islands on account of the smallness of the dowries and the pleasantness of the women's society. When ships arrive, the crews marry, and when they want to sail, they divorce.
Easygoing marriage customs made perfect sense on islands that wanted to attract seafaring traders from all over the world. Until recently in the Maldives, it was a simple matter to leave your wife. All you had to do was say, "I divorce you," 3 times. I bumped into a local who was something of an expert.
How many times have you been married? 10 times? how many different ladies? How long has it taken you to marry 10 times? You married 10 times in 1 year?
Yes.
I think they must be all attracted to your voice, which is very... there's a singer called Barry White. Ibn Battuta thought that it helped if you ate lots of coconuts and fish. Do you think this is true? You've shot your bolt, so to speak.
The inhabitants live on coconut and a fish called tuna, and these have an unparalleled effect in sexual intercourse.
Feels so good.
The people of these islands perform wonders in this respect. I myself had 4 wives and concubines as well, and I used to visit all of them every day and pass the night with the wife whose turn it was.
My hands just won't keep still. love you, baby. Oh, I love you. I love you.
Coconuts. They reach the parts that other nuts don't reach.
The wonderful women of the Maldives and the marvellous aphrodisiacs made the wanderer Ibn Battuta dream of settling down. As he travelled around the islands, he thought he'd found paradise on earth.
We came to a little island in the archipelago in which there was one house occupied by a weaver. He had a wife and family, a few cocoa palms,